Many will be familiar with the general concept of refugee resettlement. There are more than 25 million refugees worldwide, but less than 1% of those will ever be resettled and given a chance to truly start their lives over. Refugees who are resettled in Canada are most often sponsored by groups, the government, or a cost-sharing agreement between sponsorship groups and the government. In those cases, the refugees who come to Canada will receive financial support for a 12-month period while they work to become independent and self-sufficient. They may or may not arrive in Canada speaking the language or having the skills needed to enter the local workforce. Unrelated to refugee resettlement, most employers will be familiar with the concept of economic immigration. This is where employers identify skilled employees abroad who meet the federal and provincial government requirements to immigrate to Canada for a specific skilled position. The individuals have to demonstrate that they have sufficient language skills for the workplace, as well as recent, relevant work experience and education. The employer needs to demonstrate that they have been unable to fill the job locally, despite best efforts. Until recently, there hasn't been any overlap or connection between the refugee population and the economic immigration stream. Our Canadian government, however, has stepped forward as an international leader in creative discussions about how the economic immigration stream might be accessed by skilled refugees. This concept would accomplish two separate objectives. First, it would create a complementary pathway to enable refugees to relocate to Canada on the basis of their skills and experience. Individuals would relocate under existing economic immigration streams, additional to refugee resettlement. Second, this model would support employers who are facing labor market shortages. The concept of this pilot is to take that complementary pathway model, conceptualized by our government, and to trial it in Pictou County. This would involve connecting employers to individuals within the refugee population who have sufficient language skills and have the requisite employment skills and experience to meet the employer's needs. Put simply, this pilot will support employers to hire skilled workers who are also refugees in need of a new home.
The Pictou County Regional Enterprise Network, which we refer to as the REN, is a new organization which is funded by all 6 municipal units in Pictou County, as well as the Pictou Landing First Nation and the province of Nova Scotia. So we've got a mandate to support and facilitate economic growth and development in the area. But when we say that, we're not just looking at growth and expansion. We're also talking about looking at the existing businesses that are in our community and what can we do to support them. In this context, we're talking about significant and increasing labor market shortages that a lot of our local employers are facing. So this is a real opportunity for us at the REN to help facilitate a solution.
We like to hire as many people as we can in our head office, but what we've found over the last few years is it's really hard to find our professional services teams and have them located here. For example, accountants. Most of our accountants are located in Halifax because we couldn't find them in Pictou County. So the professional services side is really a big one. And when I talk about professional services, I talk about accounting, I talk about financial management, I talk about human resource management, I talk about communications. Our accountant group, as I mentioned, is in Halifax. We have part of our human resource group in Halifax because we couldn't hire here. Our communications team is split between here and Halifax, 2 here, 2 in Halifax. We would love to have everybody here.
Glenhaven Manor is a nursing home serving 202 residents and 20 residents in assisted living, with a commitment to person-centered care, achieving excellence, and making a difference every day in the lives of those we serve. With an aging population, the workforce is also aging, so it certainly impacts our community here in Pictou County, and it specifically impacts our community in healthcare, because we have a lot of employees who are also aging, and we have gaps now, and we're going to have several gaps in the future. It's hard to fill all of our positions with local community members. So we do look at creative solutions to hire locally and have had some success, but we also know how important it is to look internationally.
A lot of younger people are leaving rural Nova Scotia communities and Canada, probably for that matter, and going to the bigger centres. And in our industry, most of our workers are between 20 and 40 years old, so therefore we're losing that gap.
Our hourly paid employees are all in their 50 to 65 age group. We have very few that are under 50. So we know from a succession perspective, we're not going to be able to operate our sites ourselves if we don't find that population. And that's why immigration is so important in Pictou County.
Pictou County Safe Harbor has been around since 2015, and it was formed as a refugee sponsorship group after the Syrian crisis. Pictou County Safe Harbor is really excited to work on this project together with the Regional Enterprise Network because it's a great opportunity for us to meet the needs of businesses locally, but also to increase our humanitarian capacity in our community. The Shapiro Foundation and Talent Beyond Boundaries and Refuge Point are all international agencies with great reputations that we've been working with as Safe Harbor, and we trust that they are great partners and they're very invested in making this project work in our community.
Last December, the Shapiro Foundation visited Pictou County for the first time, and we sat down and talked about what were the key factors that would be needed to make this pilot a success. And we know that we have employers with labor market shortages. We've got incredibly affordable housing, which is something that not a lot of urban centers have to offer. And we're confident we've got a welcoming community to help make this happen in a holistic way.
If you're an employer looking at this for the first time, you're talking about immigration and the benefits of it. I think that looking around, you can see that the thriving communities right across Canada have all different representation from all over the world.
We've had great luck hiring internationally. We've been very fortunate that those who have joined our Glenhaven Manor team have certainly enriched our family here at Glenhaven. We're so impressed with their expertise, their strong work ethic, and their passion and their commitment.
Diversity in our communities is certainly a great thing. And why I say that is because it just adds so much to our quality of life. It helps to bring our communities closer together, more unified, and we learn from one another.
My name is Rania. I am a mother of 5 children. I moved to Canada 2016 with my husband and my children. Now I owner with my husband a restaurant, Maple Cedar, the Syria Kitchen in Pictou County. When we came to Canada, a new start and a new life.
We are very excited to partner with Pictou County Regional Enterprise Network on this exciting pilot project because it will match skilled workers with the needs of the labor force. So it's exciting, to be able to have the REN bring employers together and, match skilled workers and certainly recruit some newcomers to Pictou County. It is an exciting time to be part of a pilot project like that.
The REN is committed to being here for employers as we work through this process. We really think it's a great opportunity for employers, for our community, and for the individuals who can be provided with a new opportunity and a fresh start. We're here to answer questions. We've got a great group of people with us, and we look forward to talking to you more about it.